I swear my para has the worst luck in love. She's been after the same guy ever since she moved to the city. And he seems to be playing with her. He's going from hot and cold, from cold to hot. Like, I don't understand. After I managed to fix the glitch, the building load, and I managed to save and close the game because I was like, you know what? Let me restart the game because maybe I have been playing for too much. Although, to be honest, now that I'm looking back at the footage, I only played for less than 30 minutes. So I have no idea why it was acting up and the buildings were taking so long to load. And also, for some reason, some of the paras, not all of them, they will stay frozen in front of the lots. So I had no idea what's going on. But when I entered back into the game, I was playing around for a bit to make sure that there was nothing weird going on with the game, and I forgot to start recording. But she found Kareem, she was talking with him. I know dates are not possible, but you can select them as a group, and I took them to the beach because even though you cannot go to the beach yet, like you cannot enter the water, you can still go to the beach, you can still lay on the chairs and all of that. And I saw there was a chest, so I clicked on it. The alien could dig it up, and she got a painting. It felt too awkward for them to just be standing around the beach talking. I clicked on the chairs for them to lay down, but for some reason, they decided to sit at different places. He sat on a chair that was all alone, and he sat like 5 feet down from her, all alone as well. There was another chair next to it, which is the one where I wanted her to sit. I wanted them to be side by side, but they didn't want to listen to me. And then I felt that was just too awkward. So I told him to stand up. Like I said, the guy is messing with her. Because then he decided to leave. In the middle of talking, he was just like, okay, I'm done. And he just walked away. I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm not dealing with this anymore. This was after her work day. She has a free day tomorrow. It was already like 12 in the morning. I was like, you know what? Just go to sleep. Because it's too much. It's been too much this day. I'm not dealing with this anymore. She went to her house. She went to sleep. I don't remember what card I picked while she was sleeping, but for some reason she reached level 3 of cooking. You see, then she could make cake. I think it was like chocolate cake or something like that. When she woke up, she went cooking, eat, but like always, she was too hungry, so she was uncomfortable, so she didn't raise her skills. Fine. It was her first free day since she arrived in town. She's been working 4 days consecutively, and I wanted her to enjoy it, have fun, meet some new people. The barbershop was still loaded. From what I can see, it seems that after you load one building, it stays loaded for a while. I don't know if it's forever, but the barbershop loaded, and even when she went to sleep the next day, it was still loaded up. So she decided to go to the barbershop. She had hopes of meeting Tara, but Tara wasn't there. She ended up meeting her other friend, and they started chatting. They continued to get a lot closer. The conversation still hasn't been to surface level. They haven't really gotten that deep. And she stayed there for a while talking to her. At one point, she talked to an elder, which is Emma. She had like a exclamation sign on top of her head, so I clicked on her, and it seemed she had something she would like Alien to do. I clicked yes. It was, I think, finding or destroying sort of mushroom because I think she's allergic and stuff like that. And also, I clicked cleared successfully someone because she was happy, and I hadn't realized by that point that doing those little ones is how she levels up her personality. I don't typically tend to pay attention to it because most of the ones that she gets are kind of boring, not gonna lie. Or she gets like random ones, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So she was going around town. There was a lot of mushrooms, but none of them were the ones that Emma wanted to be destroyed. So she was just collecting them. I decided to go to the museum to donate some of them. It appears to be by levels. I think she made total like 2 or 3 donations. And I don't know what happens if you reach 5 donations, but it appears to be a square with a question mark. I'm guessing she would receive some sort of gift or something like that. She met another guy that she was talking with because, maybe she would have better luck with him, but I don't give up. I want her with Kareem. Like, I know he's making himself difficult to talk to. That's who she sets her sights to. I want to get him. And I saw on the newspaper that there was gonna be a movie, like an outdoor movie that day. And I was crazy looking for that everywhere and I couldn't find it. It was meant to be at the square. It was meant to be at night. I don't know what I was thinking about. Literally spent the rest of the day just digging up chests, collecting mushrooms, talking to random people. She woke up really late because she went to sleep really late. But before I knew it, it was already nighttime. And that's when the outdoor theater popped up. She went to see the movie. For some reason, nobody, no powerful wants to use the activities that spawn in the game. Every time there's a free yoga class, nobody goes except my para. It was an outdoor theater. Nobody went. She literally just sat there, alone, watching the movie. While she was doing that, I saw that Kareem was walking close by. So I clicked on him and I was like, yes, are gonna watch the movie together because that's gonna be so cute. And while they were watching the movie, they were still talking. The relationship was still going on and it was still progressing. And guess what? They finally became romantic interest. Like, I was so excited. You don't understand. This man is not making it easy. He's not. He's been so difficult lately. He seems to be into her. But I think she's coming off too strong because suddenly he's like, no, you're making me uncomfortable. She's like, make up your mind. Do you want to be with her or not? Are you interested or not? And guess what? It became a romantic interest. And I clicked one of the cards, which was basically to tell him that she was interested in him. He didn't like that at all. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He sat there waiting too long watching the movie. So I was like, you know what? Not, this is just getting awkward. The movie doesn't end, and it has showed up the end like 5 times on the screen. So let's just go. I wanted them both to go to her apartment to see how much they could progress their relationship, maybe sleep together or something like that, maybe have their first kiss. And they were gonna go. But then suddenly, he decided to go the opposite way, and he didn't want to go with her. And I was going to force him, but again, she came off too strong. She had a failure in the conversation. I was like, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're not going to keep trying anymore because this guy, I don't understand what's wrong with him. I don't understand what he wants. It's driving me insane. Like, make up your mind, bro. Because she doesn't have time to waste. Okay, we have to get married. We have to have babies as soon as possible. Or else she's going to die. She just went back to her house and she went to sleep. Also, the next day she had work because for some reason she has a horrible schedule and she doesn't have 2 consecutive free days. That's free. Then she works Sunday. Then she has Mondays free. I will be so pissed. What I wanted to mention about the ones is that you get a couple of ones. Every time, not every time, but sometimes when they're in, they get certain reactions or certain emotions. Get the choice to pick a reaction, pick a want for them to do. And for some reason, she gets weird ones. Like she talks with somebody, and then when I'm going to click for her to choose a want, it's like flirt with that person, even though she is interested in somebody else. Like do stuff with random people that she hasn't talked in a while. Like there's hardly any wants for her to socialize with the people she's close with. It's always just like acquaintances, which to me doesn't make sense. Like I keep choosing flirt successfully because that seems the most appropriate one considering I want her to get married and that's literally the focus for me on this display. But like I would wish I could get ones for her to flirt with Kareem. So I could progress her personality while also contributing to my goal in the game. No, it's always with random people that she just met and she doesn't know. And for that reason, her personality has not progressed a lot. She did get a personality point, a level up, while she was watching the movie with Kareem, and I chose the better knowledge talent, which basically means that she learns her skills faster. I think it's a really good talent because she's uncomfortable half of the time, but she doesn't learn her skill half of the time. So when she's happy and she can learn skill, she's gonna learn them faster. She's gonna hopefully make up for the times that she's uncomfortable and she cannot progress her skills. For the card that night, I chose her to be happy for 24 hours because there was no way this girl was gonna get another strike because she was pissed. Because it was 12 in the morning. She's meant to be at work at 11, so she knew it was gonna be a bit tight for her to sleep what needed, then eat, and then go to the bathroom and fix all her other needs. No, happy for 24 hours. And that's it. I'm not gonna try to make this too hard for me. Because this girl is already struggling enough. And I'm not getting another strike. Because if she does, then on the third strike, she's fired. And it's meant to be resetted I think, every week. But I'm not taking the chance for her of being fired because being a nurse is the only job that fits her so far, and she's not getting another one. At least not until she marries. Because then we can live off the money of her husband. That is, if we can get one, because Kareem is making it impossible so far.